Yeah.
And I grew up in a family where it's like the man did basically the man were catered to, and
And it
machismo and hey, the wife,
let's talk about
stays at
that.
home and they cook, they clean, and we don't have that. Like, I mean, I wonder what my uncle would say right now. Like, okay, so what? You mean you cook? You mean you clean? You do? I mean, I wonder what he would say now. I'm like, because he's old school
Well, let's talk
and
about that a little bit, right? We're both Mexican. My family, most of my family members are like that. Like I have family members. I hope they're not watching. My uncles will literally not eat unless unless the food is served to them,
that's
which is funny. I fuck
that's
with them a little bit and I wait
ridiculous.
a little
That's
bit. Like, are you going to eat or
ridiculous.
not? Because, your wife is not here to feed you. But like, that's just how it is in the Mexican culture. Like, men are meant to just sit there and do nothing. I'm talking about like at food. I
Yeah,
know you guys work,
yeah.
but like, and the women, if literally, I remember like guys will not eat if they are not served. Right. And so we both grew up like that. Right. However, my mom, for whatever reason, I think that my dad's half Hungarian. So I think that she did that on purpose because she didn't want to marry into a traditional Mexican because they're not like that. So I didn't have that example growing up. It's physically impossible to be a woman who is in my place or just working hard. A woman working hard with the kids on to do all that. I don't know. I give credit to the women in 1940s who cooked every meal and cleaned and did all this because I don't know how they did that. But put on top of that work, you thought you wanted that because that's how you grew up. Can we talk about that a little bit? And then you switched,
Okay.
right? Can we talk about that? Because I think that's an interesting story. Because you ended up with someone. He ended up with me who is opposite of what he thought he was going to be with.
Yeah, I wanted to be the bread winner, the bread maker, whatever you want to say. And I did want a traditional relationship where, I mean, I grew up.
Traditional as far as like growing up Mexican. Where what? What does that mean to you?
You got a mother, you got a father, and I didn't have that. I grew up the way I grew up. I grew up with a single mother. Um, my dad was rarely in my life, and I yearned for, that. So I kind of wanted to create that with my family, and I thought, okay, well, look, I'll just be the breadwinner, and hopefully I could just find somebody that's okay with it. And
And
going
okay,
back to crazy, some
hey,
women
be careful. Be careful.
like, well, I'm just saying,
Okay.
some women think they want to be in the house.
Yeah. Okay.
They
So
want that role, but
yeah,
you
I
know,
just don't want to. When I say be careful, it means
okay.
because
I mean,
like
not.
let's talk about our lives and other people,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? Because they
Well,
may be watching
yeah,
this.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that he thought he wanted a traditional woman who stayed home, didn't work, took care of the kids, cleaned, cooked, and whatever. And you had found people like that, right?
Yes, and it just didn't work out.
It didn't work
And
out.
and in the end, I thought, let me change it up. Look,
So
in the end, what am I losing, right? Like, okay, oh my God, I'm gonna probably have to go buy meal prep. Okay, cool. So I was like, oh, well, my options have like opened up a
yeah,
little bit
so
more.
so my point is that without getting too in depth because it involves other people, is that you thought you wanted that, it didn't work
But
out.
I grew up that way,
Yeah, and he
and
grew
it's
up that way, and so
ingrained in
did
your
I.
culture,
Like, yeah.
traditional, and
And then at one point you said, you know what, this isn't working for me. Let me go find the opposite,
yeah,
right? So what was your standard when I met you? What was your standard for dating a woman?
man.
What did you give up and what did you want? Like, what was it? Because it
Well,
switched drastically from what you've told me.
I mean, I had a list. I don't know if I should even say, like,
It's
like
okay, go
said.
tell.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I mean, look, I in the end, it involves. I want someone who, will be able to, um, help me out emotionally, help me out, like, if I wanted to succeed in my career and in health goals, and like I was really into working out too. Like, I will not. If a girl would tell me, "Hey, let's go watch a movie, and skip your workout," I would be like, "Pfft, red flag. I'm done with you."
Mhm.
No, it's I think health is very important, and no. So I wanted it. It did change. It changed where, I wanted somebody who could level me up, like that
And
could push me
and you were
the
okay with
way
someone not you told me you wanted a businesswoman or someone that had a job.
somebody. Yeah, exactly. Someone who we could actually match. Like, we could actually, like, meet eye to eye and be able, like I said, yeah. So we could both contribute to whatever.
And with that came, you understood, not a dinner like made for you in
Yeah.
the morning, lunch, dinner,
No.
all of that, right? And
Yeah.
you were
It
willing to
was.
give that up
It
because
was.
that shit does not happen. Let me tell you
I gave it up, and
that.
you know what? Every once in a while, I'll grab burritos in the morning from the taco shop, and you know what? I'm okay with.